Hi, my name is Cam Smith with ISN reporting for Saturday, January the 25th from the Nanaoose Bay. We're at the Arbutus Meadows Event Center for the Vancouver Island Tryouts, where young football players ranging from grade 6 to 11 hope to earn the opportunity to represent Team BC on one of 4 age-specific teams in the annual ABC Border Bowls held in May in Calgary, Alberta. This is the first leg of 6 BC tryouts where young athletes are eager to showcase their talents under the watchful eye of experienced and dedicated coaches. This is a great opportunity to assess players as coaches look to fill their rosters leading up to May's Border Bowl games against Team Alberta. Ron Diaz has been a scout in Canada for over 30 years, and his strong connections with Canadian universities and NCAA schools in the States helped make his decision to create an event that not only gave youth the opportunity to compete for their province, but gave them an avenue to be seen on the big stage.
In 2013, Cam, as a long time, I'd been scouting football across Canada for 30 plus years, since 1987. And one of the things that always struck me as odd is, why isn't there even exhibition games between leagues and teams in Alberta and BC, like what we have in the United States? It's whether it's Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, they all have these, the state, pride thing. So it was a great opportunity. I thought, well, you know what? I said ABC kind of has a ring to it. Alberta, BC. Let's give this thing a shot. Hopefully, we're developing healthy relationships, exchanging ideas, and in our own way, growing the game. That we work very hard behind the scenes, making sure we have as many eyeballs on this game as possible. Recruitment is not your grade 12 year. It's the reputation you create in your grade 10 year, and in the grade 11 year confirms it. And that's how you get recruited. And if you start thinking about these things halfway through your grade 12 year or at the end of your grade 12 high school football season, it's almost too late to be that next fall at the university. So it's important that we get these coaches looking at these kids. We give them the rosters. We get, for 2 months before, they're getting the roster with the kids' names. We do a high definition broadcast. We make sure that they commit to us that they're watching, and then they get all the contact information of the kids. And hopefully it creates opportunities for them. Well, we've been very fortunate. We hooked up with VBN Sports, and they've, our packages, with play-by-play, sideline reporters. We try to give the game experience completely that a boy would feel like if he was in the Grey Cup or the Super Bowl.
A program such as this isn't possible without volunteers, and Shell Sangera has taken this lead role to another level. Shell is without a doubt the face of this program and has created a culture for Team BC based on giving the kids an impactful football experience that they can take with them going forward in life.
Great credit to the volunteer group led by Shell Sangera and a number of other people in BC that have fostered this, the belief and pride in the province. And it doesn't matter whether you're from Prince George or Victoria or Chilliwack, you're all BCers. And let's take pride in that.
I always say, for my life experience, it's been football. Football's what's impacted me. It's the greatest learning for me. So, and I say this because the kids, every scenario, every kid's different. Everyone comes from different backgrounds, different families, different household setups. The most rewarding is meeting kids, and especially the little ones when they grow up. And it's not just about football players that go to university. It's not about just those guys. It's not about the junior football players. It's about the Boilermaker that I have in Salmon Arm. You know what I mean? The car salesman we have in Nanaimo. And it's about all the great things that these guys become because football made them good young men. I always tell the boys, some of you are gonna lose jobs, you'll get jobs, you'll get married, you'll get divorced. I want you to look back at the campfire and say this was one of the greatest moments. Yeah, the kids are amazing. Here's the interesting factor. They come with us to ABC, they play the Albertan kids. And then they go All Canada Bowl is one of the programs we feed into where we have them play together, Alberta and BC together. And so at All Canada Bowl, they become friends, and now they come back and they play And it just becomes even more than that. It becomes that football family across Canada. The connection I have with the kids is, I can't explain it. I sometimes think, people always talk about coaches. And the coaches at ABC Border Bowl, especially those with me on the BC side of the house, I respect them so much because they know what this means to me. And what that does mean to me is when I see my boy, whether I come to an island, I go to the provincials, the island kids come over, or from the outskirts, Prince George, or someone from Kamloops, they're mine. I feel that ownership that, you know what, this is my kid. I love him because you know what, whether he rolled with me for 5 minutes, whether he rolled with me for 10, he played football. And that connection, and I showed everybody today my son. He hasn't been here to the island for a tryout before. It was an experience we wanted for my son, but the whole ironic thing about it, it became a life experience for me.
One of the things I always try to tell kids, like you hear people say, well, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, it's not who you know, it's who knows you. And it's really important. So I had a lot of people that believed in me, and they said, hey, you know what, we'll take a look at these Canadian kids that you seem to be high on.
Coaches were very nice. They were respectful. They understood if we made a mistake, that's all right. And I think they're overall good pros. It was super fun. There's a lot of great talent here, and I think I will make it, but I'm not 100% sure. It would mean a lot because that makes me closer to becoming a professional football player, which I'm dreaming of.
Yeah, it's amazing, the experience of coaching, it's like a good experience, I meet new people and I learn new things every year, right? One thing I love about this is it's not all just about like football, it's about making brothers and having a relationship with new people. And Ron Dias started a very good program on ABC. Alberta's a very good team, They don't just pick like some good guys, they pick everyone that's the best of the best, right? So when you play against Alberta, a very good province, right? We're lucky to play against such a good team, and I'm looking forward to have a chance. Yeah, just come out, try, if it's your first year of football, it's still a good thing. You get really good exposure, and you just keep on the grind, and it's a good thing to do if you're starting football. Big trust. Woo woo.
This was a fantastic event. You got to tip your caps to the Team BC crew that represents the ABC Border Bowl. They did a great job welcoming these kids, and the coaches did a fantastic job with their assessment. Kids getting out and enjoying themselves in an environment like this, and I love it when they're there to compete, and they competed today, all in an effort to join this team that will represent BC May the 23rd in Calgary against Team Alberta. That's going to be a good one. Let's get out in your community. Let's support these local events. My name is Cam Swift with ISN. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on the field.
Okay.